We scroll through thousands of faces, but no one really sees us. We post our lives for the world to like, and still feel unseen. The closer the world becomes, the farther we drift from each other. This is the paradox of connection. We have never been more connected, and yet we have never felt more alone. That's the paradox of our time. A world where everyone is just a message away, but intimacy feels like a forgotten language. We built networks that promised belonging and ended up with billions of people who still feel invisible. It's called progress. But somewhere between Wi-Fi signals and status updates, we lost the signal to something deeper, each other. When the first social platforms appeared, they were sold to us like salvation. Share your life, they said. Stay in touch with friends, no matter where they are. And for a while, it worked. The world shrank. The distance between continents disappeared. You could see your friend's face in real time, your parents' smiles across oceans, your first love's post from 10 years ago. We were told then was the dawn of true connection. But the dream began to fracture, because every post, every story, every filtered smile came with something invisible attached. Comparison, jealousy, a silent competition to look happy, even when you weren't. The world didn't become smaller, it became noisier. Modern connection is built on one commodity, attention. And attention is the new currency of survival. Platforms don't sell connection, they sell engagement. Every ping, every red heart, every seen notification is a psychological hook. You check your phone not because you care, but because you've been trained to. Each scroll is a slot machine. Maybe this time, someone liked your thought. Maybe this time, someone replied. Maybe this time, someone noticed you. It's not conversation, it's conditioning. And slowly, it replaces the language of empathy with the rhythm of dopamine. Connection becomes transaction. We give our feelings to algorithms that learn them better than our closest friends. Here's the cruel beauty of connection. It reflects, but it doesn't always reflect truth. Your online self is a version of you, polished, posed, selective. It smiles when you don't. It wins when you lose. It lives when you feel dead inside. And yet, millions of us now spend more time maintaining that digital self than caring for the real one. We've built a mirror that flatters us, but never hugs us. We see hundreds of faces every day, but feel known by none. What we call friends are pixels. What we call community is often an echo chamber. We're surrounded by people, but we feel unseen. Studies now call it the loneliness epidemic. Across generations, teenagers, adults, elders, loneliness is rising despite constant connectivity. The more we connect online, the lonelier we feel offline. Because technology gives us presence without intimacy. We see people's lives, but we don't live them together. We witness birthdays, breakups, milestones through glass. We react with emojis instead of emotions. It's not that connection disappeared, it's that it was replaced with the illusion of it. The human brain evolved for eye contact, touch, silence, shared laughter. But now, our social instincts are trapped inside glowing rectangles. We crave depth and drown in surface. Available doesn't mean connected. We can text anyone, anytime, but we rarely talk. We respond instantly, but feel nothing real. People used to write letters that took days, but they carried meaning. Now we send instant messages, and they vanish in seconds. We mistake constant access for closeness. But if everyone can reach you, does anyone truly reach you? There's a strange quiet that comes after you close the app. The world still hums, but your mind feels heavy, like it's been in a room full of people, without saying a single meaningful thing. You refresh the feed, you scroll again. You see smiles, debates, outrage, perfection. And in that glow of pixels, you feel the faint pulse of something missing. That's not loneliness. That's awareness. A brief flicker of your brain remembering what connection is supposed to feel like. We replaced presence with proximity, emotion with reaction, understanding with scrolling. The digital world gives us the form of connection without the substance of it. Psychologists call it substitution behavior, when something easy replaces something essential. It's easier to comment, "I'm here for you," than to be there for someone. It's easier to share a quote about loneliness than to call a friend. It's easier to join a digital cause than to help a real person. The illusion feels safer, but it also feels emptier. The paradox deepens when you realize our loneliness is profitable. Entire industries now exist to fill the void that connection used to. Apps for friendship, AI for companionship, simulated love for rent. We pay to feel seen. We subscribe to be understood. And the cruelest irony, the systems that made us feel alone are now selling the cure. You can even train your own digital soulmate, someone who listens, remembers, and never interrupts. But what happens when the machine becomes the only one who listens? We used to fear silence. Now we can't hear anything else. Our feeds hum 24/7, but deep down, a quieter truth whispers. We were never meant to process this much noise. Human empathy has limits. The brain can't care about 8 billion people. It can only love a few. And when connection scales beyond biology, meaning collapses. We talk to everyone, and no one at all. But here's the paradox's hidden gift. The more we feel disconnected, the more we begin to hunger for what's real. The late-night call, the shared meal, the moment of silence that doesn't feel awkward. The world may have turned connection into simulation, but our hearts still remember the analog version. And sometimes, the loneliness we feel is not a failure of connection. It's proof that we still crave something true. We are not broken. We are just lost in translation between human language and digital code. Connection was never supposed to be constant. It was supposed to be meaningful. The paradox of connection isn't just a tragedy, it's a warning that in our race to link everyone, we forgot to listen to anyone. But if technology taught us to connect, maybe it can also teach us to reconnect. Not faster, but deeper. Because the opposite of loneliness isn't company, it's understanding.